What's going on, people? So, it's been a little while since the last time I sat here and did a review of anything. And I think the last thing I did wasn't even a review, technically. But yeah, I took a few weeks off to just kind of do other stuff, It's good to do that once in a while. And now I'm back. And the cool thing is, I'm getting back into this with one of my more liked reviews. Like, I like doing these little unboxings and stuff. So, at least for the Pro Wrestling Crate, just what that is. So that's cool. So I will say right now, it'd be kind of cool if I had like a switchblade, because that would feel a little more appropriate, you know what I mean? But this will have to do. So before we go getting into that, I do have a shirt that I picked up from Pro Wrestling Tees. Some of you might recognize this package, right? So go ahead and pull this thing out. Okay, it's none of those magnets in there this time. But yeah, so real quick for you all out there, this is a woman's shirt, so there's that for you. Right? I saw it a while ago and I wanted it, but then I was like, yeah, I'm sure they'll do a sale soon because they always do sales. And then they did. So now I have it. It was, I forget what the sale was, what the reason was for it. Probably like 4th of July or something. Anyways, I do have some other ones from that Dark Side of the Ring collection that I want, but I'll deal with that another time. Right now I'm going to deal with this. So, there you go, there's that side of the card for you. Now I'll split this around, show you a few spoilers, and there you go, there's that for you. So let's see, the Gone But Not Forgotten 2 crate, and all that good stuff. And next month's crate for August is going to have Jon Moxley, Nasty Boys, Brian Myers, Lex Luger, Lanny Poffo, Brutus Beefcake, and a special critical botch item featuring Colt Cabana, Orange Cassidy, Leva Bates, Brandon Cutler, and more. So there's a lot going on with that one. We'll see what happens with it, how it turns out and all that stuff. Don't want to look at that just yet. So, let's go ahead and see what's in this box though. Let's live kind of in the present. So, first up, we got us a shirt here. So there's that. It is, oh nice, it's Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. So that's pretty cool. I don't have a lot of Eddie Guerrero shirts. I kind of wish that I had more, but I guess I wasn't really buying a lot of shirts, at least not wrestling shirts, when his came out that I really liked. And so now the ones that they put out, some have been decent, but some of them have been like, yeah. And up next, we have this right here. This is going to be, this is Bruiser Brody. I'm assuming that's what that says in the, I'm guessing Japanese or whatever that might be. So this is kind of cool. Like, I'm not like a big fan of the guy. I'm not sure which of these shirts I like more, but I'm cool with both of them. In some ways, I'm leaning towards the latter just for the design, but who cares? So, up next, we have a Brawler Balls, Hawk and Animal, Road Warriors, right? So there's that. And then, if you look at it, you see on one side, and then flip that around on the other side, right? So, this is actually pretty cool. They did one of these not too long ago with the Roddy Piper figure from They Live, which hopefully, if anybody was interested, you were able to get the figure for that from the Hollywood series for the WWE Elites, right? Because they put out that one on Walmart.com this morning as a pre-order, but supposedly they went pretty quick. I got the Motu figures, because that's the only ones I wanted, but if that was something you wanted, hopefully you got it. Up next, we have this right here, a Micro Brawler featuring Flyin Brian Pillman. So, I did miss a lot of his career. Actually, I missed everything except like the last 2 years or so. Last 1 year, really. Because I got into wrestling fairly late. But one of these days, I need to go back and like see what all he was getting into in his past, because I hear it was some good stuff. If you have any recommendations for good Brian Pillman matches, leave those down below. Next, we have this right here. So, we got us a little pin. So, that is going to be the Mastadon, Big Van Vader, however you want to call it. So it's a little off, a little skew, but I think that's just something you can fix when you actually take it out of the package. I got the Micro Brawler version of this not too long ago. I think I bought like 4 of them and just sent the other 3 to random people or something. Well, not random people, they're people I know, but people who I thought might want one and missed out. And then we have a DVD, Gone But Not Forgotten, The Ladies of Wrestling. So that's pretty cool. Flip that around, let you see that. You can pause it to get a good view of what all that's saying for yourselves. So yeah, I kind of forget about Luna. Luna was like one of my favorite people, man. And I believe she was on the Raw game on Sega Genesis. I didn't have the actual game, but I did have an emulator, you know. So, and then we have a Harley race sticker. So that kind of rounds things off for the most part. Obviously, we're not completely done because there's always an autographed picture in here. Sometimes they have more than one autograph, depending on, you know, who it is. This, and I'll give you the first glimpse. Is that? Oh, should probably have paid attention to that part. So there you go. And this would be, oh man, that's awesome. It's a New Jack signing, right? So this right here, I don't know where they dug these up, like how long they've had them, been sitting on them or whatever, but definitely glad to be seeing this one, right? I actually just did a thumbnail for a video that has New Jack in it. Not New Jack in the video, but New Jack in the thumbnail. So if you're one of the people that actually watches my other crap, you know, the shoe things or whatever, you'll probably see that at some point tomorrow. If you're not, just forget I said anything. But yeah. At some point, I also picked up a New Jack figure. I think that was maybe 2 months ago or something like that. So that's cool, man. That's very cool. Overall, pretty content with this month's crate as I generally am. So fantastic. It's good to know that your money's well spent. And I'll be getting the AEW shirts only crate for the first one because I was a little too late apparently. But I'll probably start getting like the full on version of that crate too. We'll see what happens though. Because really, I usually only want the shirts, but sometimes that other stuff is pretty good, right? I'll figure that out later though. For now, from me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I am done with this. As you can possibly see just off camera, got a few actual reviews to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Later, people.